We are longboarding into work today. I've been trying to figure out how much I should be trying to little skateboard. Now, my little skateboard will be really useful going to my next job, but this job is just a little bit too far away. It's like 15 minutes longboard, 10-15 minutes longboard, depending on how much you're going to cane it to get there. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to use my longboard, even though that does mean all that practice I've been doing to try and get used to putting my feet closer together on the penny board could be getting lost right now, but we'll find that out, won't we? Also at work for only 3 days now, so I'm trying to minimise how many times I need to get the bus, and I'm trying to, because you buy bus tickets in like a 10-pack, or you can buy a return, and I've only got one bus ticket left. I don't know how the fuck that's happened. I've only got one bus ticket. I think it's because every now and again like the thing stops working, so they just let you on. But so I'm trying to figure out how best to do that. But where I was going with that is I need to start bringing stuff home, and I need to leave my backpack there one day. So I need to figure out how the fuck that works out. I'm gonna have to swap bag tomorrow, I think. I've got my laptop with me today, so. Oh my days. It's super early though, although to be fair, I can't really remember driving to this park and ride much since moving to the new house. And I just started to push it along the ground to get used to it again. That is so fucking heavy, it's unreal. What feels really weird is, obviously it's a lot bigger, it's a lot heavier, corners a lot slower. Obviously it's a lot quicker as well. But what's weird is, obviously, the last time I used it, it didn't even have these wheels on. So it feels completely different. Oh, it's fun though. In my lunchtime, having a walkabout. I spent the first half an hour of it fixing the belt tension on my longboard because it slipped. It nearly always slips. I never get it right the first time. So sort that out, and now I'm just going for a walk around the block because I'm bored as fuck. I'm just waiting for builds. Just waiting for builds and releases, and I'm just like, okay, well. And the irony is, this thing that I've been trying to build and release for a month now, potentially, probably even, not a month, for a while. We might not even go with it because we're getting pretty close to taking a cut to production. So might not even make this, in which case it will get done once I've already left. So, oh well. It's just, I mean, to be honest with you, it means I can't break it, you know what I mean? Walking along here and just bumped into someone from work, the person who lives near me, and I give him lifts every now and again. And he's walking around the corner, he's like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh no, you're going for a walk. And I start to walk with him, and I'm like, wait, you on the phone? And he goes, yeah, I'm just on the phone to my wife. I'm like, wait, no, well carry on, I'll fuck off this way. And he goes, no, I'll cancel the phone. I'm like, fuck off mate, stay on the phone, I'll talk to you in the office. I've nothing interesting to say. Oh, this is brilliant. Well guys, I have shopped at Sainsbury's on a Monday every week for the past 5 years. And today, different Sainsbury's, but always on a Monday. And today, Laura talked me into getting it delivered here instead, so that we have more time. So basically, because Laura's busy and has like revision and whatnot to do, and or uni work, and she doesn't want me to just go on my own, or feels bad sending me on my own, to which I've been like, I'll just go on my own, I really don't mind. So we're trying to order it in. We'll see how that goes. I think I'm thinking of reasons to not like it, but we'll find out, won't we? The problem is always the substitution. It's fine if they've got everything, but if they don't have it, then the logical substitutions don't make sense. So, for example, we always buy, don't have any in the fridge because we've eaten them all, Granny Smith apples, right? They're nice and crisp. That's the reason we buy them. We don't like a soft apple. No, not for me whatsoever. But if they don't have Granny Smiths, we buy Pink Ladies. The reason we don't buy Pink Ladies all the time is because you basically have to remortgage your house for each pack that you buy. It's literally like twice as expensive as Granny Smiths. So when they don't have Granny Smiths, they're going to find the next level of price. They're going to go, right, what other type of apple do we have here that's the same price? And I don't want that, because it's going to be a fucking gala, and Royal Gala is literally the pits. Then I'm not going to end up with any apples tomorrow. Pity me. Productive evening, ladies and gentlemen. Shopping came. Wasn't that bad. The one significant downside is this. One of these bottles of identical juice I bought last week, and the other one they bought. Can you tell which one it is? God damn it. Apart from that, it was alright. I thought it would be awkward because obviously you don't get carrier bags anymore because you have to pay for carrier bags. So I thought, are they going to bring it in crates and we're going to have to like quickly drag it all in? But there's only 2 crates, so it wasn't that bad. What else? Otherwise, we played some Super Mario Kart. Loving that game. If any of you guys know any good 2-player Switch games, holler at me. So Mario Kart's great. I want to get Mario, but I know that's not 2-player, so I don't think it is in a way. But anyway, we'll find out. And then otherwise, Laura went to bed about 10 o'clock. I've been up programming, trying to get my stuff sorted. I've got it all configured up now, so it's like got all the databases and whatnot. All I need to do is actually figure out the API that I'm going to present. But we'll see how that goes. It's going to be great, guys. Should literally just be a case of get by like URL, like shortened URL thing is my plan. So it's like dash dash dash, you know what I mean? That's what my first thing is going to be. Get by short URL. And then there'll be like get by ID and all that shit. But we'll figure that out. We don't need that straight away, do we? But yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I need to figure out how to make a test harness for it. So I don't have to publish the bigger packages to figure out whether or not it works. Interestingly, today my bag has a bag in it. Right, going to the bus. Just missed the early bus. So I'm on the normal bus that I normally get. I just missed the early bus by literally about 30 seconds, which is pretty sad, but the next bus is here now. Problem is, I'm going to have to use... I'm not really sure what to buy bus ticket wise. Because I've only got 1 bus ticket on the app, and I don't think you can buy singles. So I'm thinking, oh no, tomorrow it's going to be pissing it down. Yeah, I haven't got my longboard today, so tomorrow, right, I'm just going to have to buy tickets. I made the right call with the longboard as well, it's a bit damn. Ultimate day today for work. It's going to be a drag. It's got to be said. Not many people are in today. I think a lot of people are working from home. So it's just kind of me. Just kind of me and the contractors, I think. So that should be a hoot. I've got my exit interview. That's basically the highlight for today, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to be basically sat around doing automation tests for something which doesn't really need automation, you know. It won't take me long to finish. Also, I don't have the user credentials that we need for the automation test, so I've got to use my own credentials. But my credentials have 2-factor authentication in, so I had to give it like enough of a wait so that it has time to send me the notification so I can approve it in time for it to actually pass the test. So I've got like it will wait for up to 20 seconds for me to press approve on the app. So that's fun. That'll never work on the build server, absolute hoot, mate. But yeah, in theory someone made a user and put passwords in the password vault, and I'm like, could I get those passwords? Can I get the password for that user? And they're like, yeah, it's in the password vault. Goes to the password vault, not there. So maybe we've got a user with no passwords. I don't know. Ultimate day is always the most boring day because last day everyone knows you're not going to do anything. Today no one expects you to do anything, but also you've not got like the lunch and all of that shit to go with it, you know. So I have to go out for a nice long walk at lunch, I think. A nice long hour-long walk. Should have worn my black shoes today. It's way too wet for Converse. I also needed to go on an hour-long walk to fucking calm down. Why I let the idea of an exit interview trick me into thinking they care, and therefore trick me into caring enough to try and make it better for them. But they don't care. Fuck's sake. Either it's got wetter or I left so angry I didn't realise how wet it was. I'm fucking sodden. My shoe is just a little bit squelchy from earlier. Walking home, penultimate day. Finito. Swapped to my old bag. My god, do I need a new bag. I've had this bag since like pre-uni, and I swapped to the bag that work gave me with my work laptop because it's so much bigger. And this is literally like falling apart. So last time I used it was for the move in between the houses. So maybe if I don't get a new work backpack, I'll have to start looking, maybe ask for one for my birthday. It's a shitstorm today. Literally everything's broken, couldn't figure out how to fix anything. We've got somehow managed to merge code in that just breaks stuff. Not fun to clean up, and I was like the only person in that can fix anything. Although in the afternoon I did enlist some help Thank you, Chris. Came straight home today and just got in my pyjamas. But my clothes had dried, but my feet hadn't. So I had wet socks and wet shoes, which is sad. Also, nothing productive. We watched the politics, and then Laura was doing revisions. Laura was being productive, and then I just like chilled out and just watched TV. We just played Mario, and we're heading off to bed. Last day tomorrow. This time, I am going to be dodging the... Came out for a wicked leave-in lunch in the pub. They got me a card and I left it in the pub. And otherwise I'm literally sat twiddling my thumbs. So, I've handed over everything I need to hand over. I'm just helping everyone else do stuff now. I'm officially unemployed and it feels great. Oh, it's good to be home, ladies and gentlemen. Home, but 2 days off and then the weekend. Got some dates and appointments to meet, but otherwise some programming and want some work to do, my boy. Laura is in Birmingham today, so I have the evening to myself. Just got off the phone from Dad. We're cooking dinner. We've got pasta and sauce today. I don't remember ordering this one. I think I ordered the chorizo one, which I normally order. So I think they messed up there. Is it the right sauce? It is the right sauce, to be fair. Yeah, I'm having a nice early dinner because I got back half an hour early because I left at half an hour early. I always prefer having dinner early, but then things like my sleeping pattern and Laura getting home late from work usually means we don't get to. And usually, to be fair, I don't get back till 6. But when I was at uni, I used to always eat at around 6 o'clock. I just prefer it, you know. I'm upstairs now, turning on my computer, getting ready to chip away at some work. Not even 7 o'clock yet. Damn! It keeps getting better, boys! Just got my fucking website working on DubDubRoots. So, Jesus Christ, it was such a pain in the ass. I couldn't get it working with the CNAME thing, which is what Azure says to do. So I just like fucking smashed in an A record and like bang! Problem bloody solved. Oh, I got Laura sorted. Website sorted. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go to bed early. I'm waking up same time as normal. Going to try and get as much done in the morning as I can. And I'm going out for lunch and stuff in the afternoon. Living the dream. Trying to, because I'm off for 4 days, solidify that I won't talk about. I won't have anything to say. But we can now be energised, ladies and gentlemen. This is my time. Oh, I'm so looking forward to the next couple of weeks and months and whatnot. The world of unemployment, ladies and gentlemen. Laura's gone to work. I'm dressed and ready to rock and roll. I'm going to get my haircut today, so ignore the fact that it's too long and not gel. Plan of attack is wait for the washing machine to finish, put the clothes away. We're going to bomb into town, get my haircut, go to the offices that I rent, and sit there and do some work for about an hour on my laptop. And then I will go to meet up with an old workmate, meet up with Laura for lunch, come back here, more work. We're working hard, ladies and gentlemen. I got up at the same time as normal. I woke up before Laura today, even though she's got a job to go to and I don't. Like I say, productivity, ladies and gentlemen. I feel free. I feel like a free man. I feel energised. So, now I've got my website working, I now need to focus on adding the new features, which is the blog. Yep. And what's the other thing? The blog and the frequently asked questions page. Trying to figure out the best way of going about what it is that I'm trying to do. It's because what I'm doing is, bizarrely, building this thing up as quickly as I possibly can to get it released to support blogs. I don't know why I was going to close that. On my site. But I also want it to last. I also want it to support features in the future, so I don't want to like just trash the data. So I'm trying to make it so the database is like ready to add in stuff that it doesn't have yet. But yeah, the one thing that's confusing me is how the blob works. I've never actually used a blob store for other than just a file load. And I don't want that, effectively. I've only ever used it basically just to put some fucking data in there and then get it somewhere else. As like a temporary like kind of cache. And for a CDN, which is basically the same thing. So I'm just trying to figure out how that works. But I need to start getting my bag ready, because I need to roll out. My washing machine is taking longer than I thought. It has like a digital readout of how long it's supposed to take. But I don't think I trust it. I think it just takes however long it wants. And it's like when a bus says it's going to be 5 minutes, you know, that'll be the longest 5 minutes of your life. This is literally the longest minute of my life. Jesus. Still sounds like there's water in it. How are you still going? There's still water in it. It's not even drained yet. You're a fucking liar, mate. Literally just watched that go up to 4. Fuck you, I can't wait any longer. I was hoping to be out of the hairdresser by now, but no. Buses are not very reliable, and therefore I left the washing in the washing machine for a bus that didn't exist, and now I'm late. Should have just longboarded. I don't know why I didn't. I thought the path might have been wet, so that's why I didn't, but fuck, it's dry. I'm home, looking fresh as ever. The best hairdresser was there. The whole reason I even go all the way into town to get my hair cut is for that guy. And it's the first time I've had him since about 3 years ago. I'm happy with that. He's really good. Otherwise, I had lunch with an old workmate. That was good. Then met up with Laura. Had lunch with Laura. I only ate once though. I had Greek food with my workmate. And then me and Laura went to Debenhams. Yeah, and now I'm back. Oh, I need to get that out the washing machine, which I'd forgotten about until just now. And I need to get dinner out. Laura always gets dinner out, unless I'm at home. And then she expects me to remember. But she does it all the time. So I never remember. And, oh look, the washing machine's finally bloody finished, has it? Should I give that an extra spin? I didn't get time to go and sit in my office. In my like co-working thing that I pay for. But I did, because it was too far away basically, by the time I got there I opened my laptop and then had to turn around again. But I did get a significant amount of work done on the buses going in and in like a shopping centre for a little half hour. Figuring out how to get data from, because I know how to get data from Mongo, I'm just doing the bit from blob storage. I'm not really used to, I said this didn't I earlier? Yeah. I'm contemplating whether or not to work downstairs though, because it's a bit warm in here when the sun is literally there. Look at this bullshit, right? I'm trying to get, so what I'm doing is I'm getting contents from a blob, using blob storage in order to save the contents of my blog because they could be big and it's not very Mongo-y to just put a smashed shit ton of HTML in there. So I'm putting, basically, the idea is I have metadata stored in Mongo where I can basically have like comment threads and things like that. And then I have the blog itself stored in blob storage. Happy birthday. So I'm writing the pot to get the blob out of blob storage. I go off to the container, get the blob back, gives me a cloud blob object with some data on it. I can open up a stream, read the contents of it, smash that on a string, return it out of my API. Happy fucking birthday. Living the dream there. So, what I also want to get is the date that the blob was last modified. So if I go in and edit it, then that will be like shown on the application, effectively. Not applications anymore, Joey. They are blogs, articles. So on there's an object. You call fetch attributes, which is good. It doesn't load the attributes ahead of time. You call fetch attributes and it gets them and puts them on the object. Right? Happy birthday. Then, on Cloud Blob, there is an object, I'll show you. There's an object here, look, called Blob Properties, which is privately set. There isn't a constructor which lets you put it in, there is no method that lets you put it in either. It's privately set, so I can't go in and edit it. Great. Okay, so I can't put on a new one. So in my unit tests, I can't just create a new fucking Cloud Blob, put some properties on it, happy days. So I'm like, fine, that's okay. Maybe all the constructors just set one up, it's all private, and then when you call the extinct thing, something crazy happens behind the scenes where it manages to repopulate it. Don't know how, because it's private, I can't see any of the fucking methods here that look like it do anything like that. But whatever, Trevor, that's cool. I've also pressed fucking overtype. Who the hell uses overtype? So I'm like, right, okay, so maybe it's pre-populated. Maybe that's fine, maybe that's the solution here. So if I was to go into it again, this class, not only is it sealed, but everything's a private fucking get. Oh, well, okay, apart from those things. But the thing I care about, wherever it is, last fucking modified, look for URLs. Oh, I'm blind. Last modified, right there, look, private get. So I can't get it. I can't mock that. That is literally impossible to mock. It will always have a value when I run it normally, but I'm going to have to change my source code because when I run the unit test, it's always going to be null. Why? Like, I understand to a certain extent, right? But this one here, we're going so well, all these are virtual, so you can mock them. It's great, but yeah, you just won't let me do this one thing here, or have a thing like get. Why? Fucking Microsoft, man, and their bullshit. restrictions they put on some of their files just to make it, just deliberately to make it harder to test. It literally, like, this is enough to effectively go, well, it's not worth testing this file anymore. All I want to do is put a last modified date on there and then make sure it maps through. So so now the question is, if there isn't one, which there always will be one, but there won't be in the unit test, if there isn't one, what value do I put in there? What is my test expecting it to be? Fuck's sake. Otherwise, I'm not using Atlas because all the code was already on my laptop because I did have this stuff travelling. And I'm like, I might put my headphones on or something to listen to music. No need, Jimmer. We bought new speakers. They're freaking Bluetooth, my boy. Yeah, but one of those is a Bluetooth thing. Just occurred to me you won't be able to see it from there. So, just sync my laptop to it. Wow, and then press play. Life's great. The joy of being able to listen to music while you do programming, man. Fucking hell, who would have thought that would be a hit? 6 o'clock and Laura's only just left work. So I am now at the point where I have access to the data in both the data stores. All I need to do now is glue it together in a query layer. The one thing is, like, it's going to be super quick by ID because you can basically go, it's stored by the same ID in both, but in one of them, isn't aware of like the short URL, so like the URL you type in to get there. It's not going to be like, it's not going to know what that is, but that's what the user's going to use like 99% of the time, because the other one is going to be like a permalink. Wow, I haven't said that. It's like a permalink, which is like its ID, it's never going to change, but if I was to randomly change the shortcode, I could do if I wanted to. So the shortcode is going to be very similar. Basically, if I go by ID, it just goes to both data sources and goes, boop, happy days. If I go by shortcode, it has to go to one of them first and then it can go to the other one. So what I need to do is, if you go by shortcode, I check a little cache and go, oh yeah, that marries up to that one, go. That's my plan here, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm about to start cooking to that. At this point, I am basically done, my boy. Oh, that's the end for one day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, we are almost there. We're just doing some mappings now, doing some null checks and shit. And then I've got a little test harness that just like pokes the API. I'm going to do a test harness that basically makes it look like my site. And then I've got a test harness that also can preview stuff. Should be good. And then it's just a case of copying it into the right database. Remember that, bang, there you go, works. That's my plan of attack. But yeah, that's gone good. That has gone good. Though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video here. Because I think if I go into tomorrow, this video is going to get too long, and I need to catch up on videos, because I delayed it while I was faffing around trying to get my website working. So I didn't send you all to a website, which is basically just a fucking holding page anyway, but I send you to a website that then didn't work. Lol. Because that would be heckin' embarrassing. I am enjoying being a free bird. That's going well. Although tomorrow morning we have a lot of like stuff to sort out tomorrow morning, unfortunately. Got a lot of errands to run. Oh, I'm not forward to, but gotta get it done, haven't we? Gotta try and be productive. So my plan of attack for tomorrow is run those errands, finish off this thing, have a look at React, and then move on with some other stuff in my life. It's gonna be good, fam. I'm basically nearly at the point where I can host blogs, which is good. I just need to write them now. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to use them and I'll be able to release things with them effectively. Maybe a bit like news style. Like, oh yeah, I'm releasing this thing, or things that I've learned. I've got like a list of things that I've got like a list of technical things that I want to write about, that I'm going to write about on there. And hopefully it helps with everything else as well. You know how it goes. Right, my battery's dying, so I'll catch you later.